Hi guys, so I am actually just eating some of my lunch here. I'll go over what all is in here for you guys, but I thought I might do this vlog a little bit different this week because it was a different week. I have a little bit of footage that I can share with you after this of some of the workouts and maybe a few meals too. But today is actually Friday and I just got home a little bit ago from working out, and I just kind of wanted to chit chat with you and tell you a little bit about my week and definitely the ebb and flow of that. And so grab a snack and we can eat together, and I'll just kind of fill you guys in a little bit. But let me tell you what's in my salad first. Forgive my face, it's still very red from, you know, running and all that. Anyway, so actually earlier this week we went to Walmart and I was just kind of browsing around seeing what they had for food options too. Again, I'm on like the quest of finding all these foods that are really protein packed, that are vegan, that aren't always soy, although this one happens to be tofu. But you know, I'm not saying I'll never have soy, but I've mentioned to you guys that like ideally I'd like to find other alternatives too. But I found, I'll kind of show you here. I'll show you the package in a minute, but they're like these marinated tofu. They're called tossables, and they're pretty good. They're a little bit chewy, or like not the best texture, but I do like them. It's something different, good protein on them. I also have some of the ready-to-go lentils from Trader Joe's. I've showed that in many hauls to you guys. I also have a little bit of my fried onion crispies because I love them. And I just have like a salad mix, some olives. I put one of those top bits on top, the protein packets, love them. And then I just did rice vinegar for my dressing, which I really have been enjoying, which is like 0 calories, 0 everything. It's awesome. And I mean, you're gonna either love or hate it though, because it's very like strong, but I really like it. So that's my meal for lunch today. Anyway, again, today is actually Friday, and I just finished the week up. As far as my workouts go, I did go 4 times. I missed Wednesday, but this week was really tough. Really tough mentally. So let's recap a bit. I just finished week 3. Week 1 overall was really good as far as like, I think adrenaline just kept me going. I hurt a lot that week. Like I was very, very sore, but I knew that, you know, I knew that was going to be a thing. By the way, we'll be doing that vegan cuts taste test for you guys this coming week. Anyway, so week 1 was good. Week 2 was also pretty good. I actually changed it up from doing like, I did more night workouts, and I was okay with it. It was okay. And I think for that one, it was just like a good week. I just felt like, oh my gosh, this is working. And like, I'm leaning out already. And so many of you even noticed too, when I would share the footage. It was a good week. And I was sore, I was hurting, but I was a little bit better than week 1. So I'm like, okay, we're on to something. Then week 3 hits, which is this week. And Sunday, which I did not work out on Sunday, the places, and not that I can't do things on my own, but Sunday they're closed too. So Sunday is really like that day of rest, and I think that's really important too. But I didn't do anything. But Sunday hit, and I just felt, for the lack of better words, like a beast. I felt huge, guys, like huge. And even Nate, like he's like, you look bloated. Like, I mean, and it wasn't offensive. It was like, there is something going on, like my stomach and everything. Even my underwear were very just like digging, and they don't, you know, normally. It was just weird, right? And I'm like, I didn't do anything. I can genuinely say that like I haven't cheated. I've been eating so clean and so like, you know, as best as I can. I really have. I'm not like trying to sit here and say what's happening and deep down, or, you know, I'm having these late night binges or something. I'm not, you know. So that's where it was like concerning of like, what the hell? What's going on? This isn't what I signed up for, right? But bodies are bodies, right? Can happen. I kind of wondered if maybe I'm going to start my period, you know, and that would make total sense then. But being me, who has a very irregular cycle, I never know, you know? So I wasn't sure. And so far I haven't started, so I don't even think that was it. We'll see. Monday comes around and same thing, identical. Like I woke up with it and I did a night workout again and it was terrible. Like, I mean, I did it, but I felt terrible. And even my trainer was like, what's up? You know, like, so I was just off. Like my whole demeanor, my whole attitude. It wasn't like I was giving up, but I was different. And he knew. And I was like, I don't know. I don't know what's going on with my body. I'm like angry. I'm mad. And what's so funny about all that is like, we all know, and we've all been told that our bodies are constantly going to do this. The scale is going to constantly do this. That was the other thing. Come Sunday, or like in week 2, I actually weighed myself, which I'm not saying that's actually the best thing to do, but I weighed myself at home and I was down about 5 to 6 pounds from when I did my official weigh-in, which I shared with you guys on like the start of all this. And which, by the way, I do have a playlist now dedicated to like this fitness journey. And I'm like, cool, I know a lot of it's water weight, but I'm like, this is good. This is in the right direction. And so I weighed myself that again last Sunday and I was up the 6 pounds. I was to the T what I weighed in at starting. And I'm like, what the hell? I mean, but it made sense too, because I'm like, it's not just in my head that I feel huge, you know, something's up. And again, I know that we all know that like our bodies will do that and they will go up and down. And the reality is you can't gain 5 pounds in one day of true fat. You can put on 5 pounds, but it's not really 5 pounds of fat, you know? But even knowing all that, even having the knowledge of like, you know, the common sense that that is not real, that is not really a thing, I got so down and so just like defeated. And it takes a lot for me to feel defeated. I felt defeated. I felt like I made a mistake. I was dramatic, you know? Like even Nate's like, whoa. But I think it's like, I knew that, but I didn't expect it to happen to me. It's not going to happen to me. And I'm like, God. And so Monday went by. I did it. You know, I did the workout and stuff, but it was not great. Tuesday, same thing. Same thing. Woke up the same way. I'm like, what is going on? And so went back. And trainer's there. He's like, he's on one of my favorite quotes. And I tell myself a lot is you got to embrace the suck. And here's where the story changes a little bit. And I want to share this with you because I didn't vlog that much, if at all, on those days because I was so down. I was so mad. And he, you know, that's the other thing too of like having someone that's truly a personal coach, you know. I meant to make notes because I have a few things I really want to go over with you guys. But, you know, he talked to me, he pulled me aside, and he's like, there are going to be days where it's awful and you hate it and you hate being here and you don't want to do it, but you got to find that peace in embracing the suck. When it sucks, you got to fight. And you can't give up. And I'm like, I'm not going to give up. I told them day one, I'm not going to give up. I won't quit, you know. But it was crazy how my mind was just like, this is a bad idea. Not this is stupid, blah, blah, blah. So after talking to him, though, that Tuesday, it did feel better. But I did take Wednesday off, which is kind of what I've been doing anyway. And Wednesday was a little better, but still not great. But I kind of wondered if maybe night workouts weren't for me. You know, maybe that was part of it too. Maybe by the time I got there, I just felt even bigger based on what I ate for the day and everything. I don't know. And, you know, I'm still testing a lot of this out. I mean, the bottom line is this is only week 3 and there's still a lot of trial and error to be had, right? So I was like, you know what? I'm going to take Wednesday off. And I'm going to go back Thursday morning. And that would be actually with a different trainer too. I'm like, let's just change some stuff up. Let's just start fresh, you know? And so that's what I did yesterday. And again, today's Friday. And I woke up too yesterday, like feeling so much better. Like my body too. I didn't weigh myself because I didn't want to get like down about it. But I felt better. I did. And even Nate like noticed, you know, and even this morning too, he was like, I was getting ready to go and changing. And he was like, you're definitely smaller. And I was like, oh, dang, you know, and he's like, I don't really care what the scale says and stuff. Like, you're definitely just even like right here under my boobs, like my waist area is definitely like come in. I even told him my workout pants that I've been wearing pretty much only. I know it's supposed to be eat with me, but I haven't really eaten. I told him I really like them, but it kind of sucks because they're actually getting a little loose on me. And so they kind of like when I run and jump, they kind of like fall down. Anyway, but make it work. But the point is, so I did morning workouts yesterday and today, and I feel a lot better. My body's completely different again. And I'm so glad because it's just like a testament. I didn't change anything. I didn't really change anything on my diet. Not really, you know. I mean, I'm trying to eat different things too for my own sanity and being realistic to what, you know, long term this is going to look like, you know. But I really didn't change much. But it was just, again, like kind of a testament of like, this happens, you know. I spent a lot of time on Google of like looking stuff up of people that like don't lose weight on this. I mean, we all do it, right? Trying to find validation in our thoughts. And like a lot of it actually said that people drop weight super, super fast. And some people gain weight the first month. And I'm like, there's me. But no, I know I will do officially a weigh-in too there, probably next week or the week after too, just to kind of get like almost that month update, which of course I'll share with you guys. And I don't want to be nervous about it. I know deep down I am giving it my all, and I also know that I'm eating very, very well. So, but I wanted to share that this was like a really, really rough week for me. But luckily, you keep going. And that's the whole point of why I want to share this is like keep going, because now it's Friday and I'm done with my week unless I go tomorrow, but technically. And I finished strong and I finished really well, and that's really good. And I also talked to yesterday the owner / one of the other trainers, but the big guy about it. I was like, can I talk to you? And that's the whole point of this too, is like these people are my like coach, you know. I was like, I showed him my chronometer. I was like, this is what I'm doing. This is the truth. I did not feel good this week at all. And like, what do you think? And he's like, you have to understand that this is going to be one of the hardest things you do mentally, probably in your life. And I'm like, okay. And I'm like, that intrigues me, but it's also like, it's hard when it comes down on you. It's hard to remember that. He's like, this is very, very life-changing. There's going to be lots of ebb and flow, and there's always going to be tweaking to your diet. Even though one way might work, it may not work for you perfectly, and we may not need to do this and this and this. And he was just talking about different things we can try over time, and not to feel like, you know, that it's not going to happen. He's like, you know, anyone, whether you want this bikini body or not, right? Like anyone can do it. You know, anyone. It's not like a body type thing of, you know, they're just destined where they can't do it. No, anyone can. But some people have to work harder. And some people, it's not going to come easier, you know, easy for them as it might for someone else and all that. So it's good that I have these people now in my life. And that's why, again, I want to share this. If you're someone struggling and you're at a gym by yourself, that I really think there is something to be said about having a true personal trainer, because that's what their job is to keep your head in the game. And it helped. It really helped. And you have to swallow your pride sometimes, and you have to go to them and you have to say, I'm hurting. I'm not doing right. And something's wrong, you know, and they'll help you. And if you're at a gym by yourself, which we've all done, you don't have that. And probably too, you're probably not pushing yourself all that hard because you don't have someone, you know, making you do it. You know, I had someone leave a comment on their Facebook actually asking earlier this week, and it was kind of just interesting, the timing of it. And she put on there, what do you look for in a life coach? And how do you choose one? And it was kind of funny because just, again, the timing. And it was actually someone who works out a lot and, you know, fairly recent though, like a newer thing, but, you know, from the outside, looks like they have it together. Looks like they've got their routine down. And I asked her too, I was like, are you asking for like other people or for just your own curiosity or for yourself? And it was actually for her. And I was like, you know, it's funny because I mean, define life coach. I'm sure there's all kinds of different, you know, things for that as far as what entails a life coach. But in theory, that's kind of what I did. I hired a life coach by doing this. This is someone who is there for me as a second home away from home, that will always be there to help me physically and mentally through this process, through this journey. And you know, I told her too, I was like, with that, I had to really swallow my pride. I had to really, really just kind of surrender. That's what I told her. I was like, you have to surrender to the process. You don't have to be dumb. You don't have to not have a brain and not have an opinion, but you have to surrender. If you're going to someone for help, then you're admitting that you need help, you know? And I think that's really, really important. And to use that service if you're going to hire one, you know, don't be afraid to, you know, don't just suck it up, but actually take their advice when you're feeling down and it's getting hard. And I told her too that, you know, I think there's actually something really good about being intimidated by it. I'm intimidated by these big guys too, but I'm also feel like family with them already and that they care, but I'm intimidated. But I think it's great. I think it's a perfect balance, because if you're too comfortable, as I also think can happen when you go to a gym in general by yourself without that accountability, you're not going to make a change, you know? So I think that like, if there's any way that you can afford a, you know, personal trainer, I really do recommend it. If you're someone who's truly been struggling for a long time to achieve the goals you want, you know, but it's expensive. It is. But you know what's funny is like so far already, like I've already like saved money, because I am on such a strict regimen right now of not eating out, not eating crap food, not eating fast food and any of that stuff, that really, it's kind of funny what you can actually save when you take this really seriously and kind of offset the cost a little bit there. But it is funny what you could actually like cut back on and actually afford, you know? So, I mean, I'm just saying, like, I want to share this with you because it was one of those weeks that, like, just went so south very fast, and here we're back up again. And I had someone that didn't let me fail and didn't let me quit. And also, I'm telling you about that, but I got you guys too. And you guys are always encouraging me, and I'm posting my workouts and stuff as most as I can on Instagram too. And your feedback is awesome, and I get so many people saying that I'm motivating them now, and it's just like, it's so cool. And I can't forget that, you know, and it's really cool. But I just wanted to share that with you because it's just been weighing on me this week of like, man, this was not the week that I expected this feeling, you know? So there's that. So I feel good now. I'm back to being good, and I need to remember that when my body does go blah again, that this can happen and it's okay, and to keep going, and trust the process, even though it's going to suck a lot of the time, you know, and we'll get there. We will get there. So yeah, a couple other updates. Please enter the giveaway that was on my last video if you have not already. I'm so glad you guys enjoyed that video. I was super excited to be able to partner on that one. It was really, really cool. It was just like perfect. I'm like, yes, like that is it's our favorite appliance, you know? And with that too, I'm actually going to have another giveaway for that vacuum sealer. Remember that vacuum sealer that I got and I was obsessed with it? I mean, I still am, but like, I'm going to have that coming very soon for you guys too. What else? This weekend is the last weekend of the month. So if you do want to make any purchase on my website, you will get entered into the Anastasia Subculture palette that I'm going to be giving away. So that is, oh, this month's almost done. Thought I had some other updates. I don't know. I have like a zit on my neck. It's cute. Like I said, I'm going to share whatever footage I do have for you guys. But next week I plan to like probably go back to showing you more meals and that kind of thing too. But again, this week was just, you know, that was part of the journey though, of just not really a great week. But again, luckily it finished well. Oh, so Tuesday, so like 2 days after this post, I'm actually going to the gym in the morning. And I'm bringing they let me bring my cousin to sign a waiver and stuff, and just you know, see if it's for her. And so she's gonna come with me. I'm so excited about it. She's like, I'm nervous. I'm like, you should be. But I'm excited about that, so we'll see how that goes. I feel like I have more stuff to tell you guys, but I don't know. Let me show you that package real quick of those tofu things. They're called Tossables. Yeah, they're these balsamic vinaigrette, plant-based protein, 14 grams per serving, which is like 16 pieces of them. 6 carbs, 8 fat. So the fat's a little high, but not terrible. And they're pretty good. Not bad. I found these at Walmart. I'm thinking about maybe going to Whole Foods this weekend, maybe. Maybe today too, we'll see. I've seen like some of the options they have there too for protein stuff. I think I was gonna update you guys more too on like how I've been doing with like the food and like my calories and macros and all that. And I totally will, but I think I'll save that maybe for next week because it's complicated, you know, and already so long, but I'm still working on it, and I'm doing really well. But if anything, to be completely honest, I'm under eating, and I don't want to do that. And it's not like I'm trying to at all, but I'm trying to hit these macro numbers, and by the time I hit those, like those are hit, but my calories are a couple hundred under what they should be. So I'm just still working on it, you know, of figuring out what's the best balance. So I'm gonna go, I think, this weekend and try to find some new things too. I'm gonna finish this. But I really wanted to give you guys an update and just tell you that if you're struggling too, I got you. I get it. I really get it. But keep going. Just keep going. Yeah. So I hope you enjoy some of the workout clips and some of the meals. And I will see you guys very, very soon.
I think that I'm going to hiding somewhere by a gated star. Baby, they ain't never gonna find me. I'm a renegade. I could be the one who saved you from this hard place. We could be as one and we'll escape. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. I can feel it, it burns inside me. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. Trust me, I won't let you down. I won't let you down. Yeah, I won't let you down. I won't let you down. Some gates never get to open 'cause it's too late. I could be the one who saves you from this place. Baby, they ain't never gonna find me, find me, find me. We could run away, we don't gotta stay. I can feel it, it burns inside me. Take away the pain, we can go insane. I can feel it, it